What's up, y'all? As you guys can see from the title of the video, I'm giving you an overview of what I've learned from investing in myself. $2,300 and just the grand scheme of everything. What I really came upon and how I've grown as a person. Right? So the first thing I spent $1,000 on was educate with Iman, right? And I'm sure many people did. There were so many people who jumped onto the first onboarding thing about a year ago. And it felt good because it was like, one, I took a leap of faith. Spending $1,000 back then was a really big deal. It was like, dang, like, yes, I can make the money back, but it's going to take a little while. And two, it's like, what are my parents going to say? That's how I thought. I was like, what are my parents going to say? What are my friends going to think? And I'm really taking that sort of, all right, I'm becoming an entrepreneur. I'm just dying because that was it. That was my leap of, I'm either making it or I'm not. There's no in between. There's no getting a job, working 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. Yes, one day maybe I might have to work 9 to 5, but the end goal is to always become an entrepreneur. Anyways, so from that, I learned that like it wasn't really a course by Iman. It was pretty much by his team. And yes, he did give a lot of value and provide his whole app and everything like that. But ever since then, like, I never got to speak to him. I never got on a call with him. And it was just more like, is he really there? You know, yes, he's working on the back end of stuff and promoting it. But I felt like it was more like a get money, eat quick scheme in a way. Because after all that, yes, he did okay with this whole doing more outreach, doing this business model and making sure that just stick to this and I promise you'll make $10,000 a month in no time, right? And one thing with me was like, I just didn't feel aligned, like at all. I didn't like the whole cold calling, having to run ads for people. I didn't like it. But I just didn't know it was okay not to like it. I just accepted it and I did it. And I invested into so much like subscriptions, which it was just I didn't even need at the end of the day. Like to outreach people, all I needed was like emails. And I didn't need all these back end stuff, at least not yet. And so I wasted so much money with all these subscriptions. But he told us to buy it just because I think he got an affiliate link from Go High Level, which was like the biggest thing. But of course, end of the day, still grateful for the community, still grateful for the value he was able to provide for me. And I still learned a lot. So not the worst thing in the world. I definitely say it's not like those gurus who are just, trying to get you money, but he did definitely try to provide value. I give him that. But if it wasn't for him, I would have never found one of these coaches named Jon Gabb. And this guy has opened my like whole world into like how to become a better person inside. I'll get to him in a second. But the whole shift from not wanting to take any risks, not taking any steps towards becoming an entrepreneur, it was more like, this is it. This is how the life's gonna be. And I was waking up early watching the course videos. I was just doing so much. But I didn't really feel good inside at the end of the day. Like, I still felt like, dang, like, who am I to even try this? Who do I even deserve all this money? Like, and it all just played out. I always thought, like, who am I calling these business owners, trying to work with them as a 16-year-old, 17-year-old? Like, it just didn't click to me. And it played out in my reality because, like, end of the day, I kept going in the cold calls and emails and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you can work with me. I am 17 years old, so that's a problem. It was more like there's no conviction behind it. There was no like sort of, how do I get over this? And it was because I didn't have a strong identity inside. But no course shows you how to become a better person to get better things. It's more just do more and pray for the best, and it's a lot. Anyways, after that, 6 months rolled by, honestly. I'm struggling with this agency that I'm trying to build. And I say struggling because I didn't want to do it. It was not aligned with me. And I was just doing it just to do it. And say I did work. And yes, I did do the cold calls. Yes, I did that emails. Like, I did everything I needed to do in a sense. But it just wasn't to my best capabilities. And it was half-assing everything, you know? And then joined one of Jon Gabb's call later down. It was like, I think it was like 3 a.m. Maybe. I forget, honestly. It was early in the morning, though. And I joined, and it was like his whole energy, his whole conviction about how he talks, how he preaches that mindset's one of the most important things. Well, is the most important thing. He sold me. You know, I was like, I need to find out who this guy is. Found his Instagram, found his YouTube, was bench watching his content, taking notes every single day. And then he eventually launched this like $30 program called Brotherhood. And in there, like, he dropped so much value. And no coach talked about changing the identity inside of you. And I was just so sold onto that. I was like, dang, like, I swear the Bible talks about this all the time too, or like becoming a better person to do better things, or just to be a better person at the end of the day, you know, and let go of the uncontrollables. And from Brotherhood, yes, I said it was $30, but eventually became $1,000. And so it's like January through December, January, February, March, April, May. Actually, no, April, that's when it stopped. It was a $30 program, that's all it was. And it was just a little bit of things. There was no calls, it was just community checking in of just a bunch of people who are trying to become a better person. And Jon delivered amazingly for $30. Like, it was insane. And then, after that, he launched Inner Circle, which was for the people who are really committed to the success. That's what he phrased it as. He sold me everything he had. He could sell me like a freaking pencil and be like, this is the best pencil you can use to take notes and to really get in your head for you to become a multimillionaire. Like, I promise you I'd buy it for some reason. But I just trusted the guy. And that's one thing he taught me. He was like, if you ever want to be an entrepreneur, you have to build trust. You have to build a relationship with your audience, with the people, with your network. And it's how it is, you know. There's that energy you give out in a way. But it was amazing. That whole transitioning from educate to brotherhood, it was insane. Like, we didn't talk about no business models. We didn't talk about outreach strategies and what business model is best, how do you make this and that, and like the how-to and stuff like that. It was more like, be that person now and let God handle the rest, which I loved. Because at the end of the day, I couldn't control how much money came in. I couldn't control if people said yes. I couldn't control if people even wanted to work with me, you know? And so the whole being more was so like astounding to me. I was like, I want to be more. I want to be more than just an 18-year-old kid at the time. Well, I am 18-year-old still, but like when I just turned 18, I just want to be more than an 18-year-old kid. I want to believe that I am an entrepreneur, that I make thousands online, that people trust me, that I serve people, everything like that. And he changed that for me, you know, and directed me towards God too. I had other helps too from friends, family, and all that, but it was just the best like sort of transition, you know, and learned a lot of stuff. I'm gonna dive more deep into that in another video because I can rant for this for like 40 minutes. But then later on, one of the coaches inside Inner Circle was Alessandro, and I can't say his last name. Amazing guy. He's like one of Jon's like brothers, like not actual blood brothers, but friends, right? Insane. He's a great marketing guy. Creates personal brands for coach and for people, and he has his own, and he's just doing it. Like, it was just an amazing guy. He is an amazing guy. And I was sold on to him, too, because he was providing so much value. Like, he was genuinely trying to serve people, which, to me, was like, that's what God sent us here to do. You know, and during these last couple of months, like, I really sat down with the Bible. I really sat down with God and really tried focusing on who I'm supposed to be for God. How am I supposed to glorify God every single day in a way, right? And, yeah, so Alessandro had another community. It was for growth marketing community. I bought into that and started doing my thing. And a week, 2 later, I signed my first client, which was the biggest deal because for 6 months I was trying to sign a client to have an agency. You know, nothing, absolutely. I had people going into calls but never closing. People just ghosting. People just saying yeah, no. You know. But this one felt so aligned with me, so aligned with my purpose. It came through. I was like, dang, It was amazing. Yeah, and so what Alessandro taught me was like brand marketing. You grow brands for coaches, get paid for it, and do what you want with the skills you learn. You know, growing brands is probably one of the best things you can do. It's a digital asset. Being able to call it your name and build trust with an audience and being able to sell them whatever you want or provide services, then to, of course, get money, but of course you want to genuinely want to serve them at the end of the day and provide value. It's good and it's fulfilling, you know. I really do hope one day, let's say in like 2 years, I get a message from like a person that's in my position right now, 18 years old, wondering what he's going to do after college, what he's going to do after high school, whatever. And I get a message from him saying, hey, David, you really changed my life. Like your community, your courses, whatever. It changed me. And just really just like a heartwarming message of just how I helped someone who was lost, who didn't have, felt like they didn't have a purpose, find their purpose and find a way to become free and abundant. And like, that's what I feel like I was sent here to do. Help people find their purpose, find God, and make their dreams come true. But I mean, of course, they had to do work too, but still. Once I get those messages, I promise you I could die happy. I just feel like that's so fulfilling. And that's why I'm doing this sort of growth marketing as well. I am growing brands for coaches, gaining all the skill sets I need to grow a brand, and growing my brand on the side. So then eventually, when I am trying to provide services for people who are like me or like me a year or two ago, I'll be able to know how they are. I'll be able to connect with them, build trust, and eventually serve, help people, and get those fulfilling messages one day of just, thank you so much, David, for changing my life, saving my life, and stuff like that. And I feel like once that does happen, my life will be complete. Of course, having a family and stuff will be pretty cool, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've learned from these courses. That's kind of like an overview. Not everything. So, of course, these videos will be showing you little snippets of what I've learned, little mindset shifts, paradigms, or what meditation's done for me, what visualization's done for me, what God has done for me, what John has done for me, everything. And I'll just keep telling you what I believe in. I'll document my journey, show you some results eventually. I know it's coming. I'm gonna get a client. I'm getting a client. It's already done. It's coming. And I believe it's gonna happen soon. It's already pending in a way. But you see how I talk to myself? I never talked to myself like this in a year ago. I would be like, oh, it's hard. Making money online is hard. But John was able to change my beliefs and stuff like that. And I actually was able to make money online before, drop shipping for a little while before. That's another thing for another story for another day. But it's amazing. It's truly a blessing to be able to live a life like this. Even though externally I'm not living freely, internally I really do believe. I'm already making thousands online. I'm already serving hundreds, thousands of people, getting these messages already. I already have clients. I already have all these things. I already am that person now. All it is just time and energy. All it is for my external world to reflect it. And I know it will soon happen because God is guiding me. And honestly, that last snippet I might just clip out to provide on my Instagram page because that was amazing. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure if y'all want to text me on anything, Daydaytalkss. And if you didn't make it far on this, like all the way at the end of this video, props. You know what I mean? Not most people can't even sit through this long. And if you're interested in my story, feel free to DM me. I love to talk to you guys. Love to really get to know you guys and help you guys out. That's what I came here to do. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Catch y'all next time.